Hi everyone, and welcome to this year's Career Day. In life there are many choices. Qdoba or Chipotle, Twitter or Instagram, Nike or Adidas. Life after high school is no different. You have a lot of options. It's our goal to make sure that while you're in high school, you have the opportunity to explore and prepare for life after high school.
Before enrolling in classes or deciding what you're going to do next in your life, step one is self-exploration. In addition to your interests, really analyze your talents and strengths.
I'm really interested and intrigued by medicine and the explorations of medicine and research. And when I go to college, I want to keep an open mind about which doctor I'm going to be. I don't have a specific field that I want to go into just yet, but I'm going to find it once I get into med school.
It all started when I was a kid. I had a long time interest in engineering and figuring out how things worked. I like to take things apart. I like to read up on, how does the internet work, how do computers work, that kind of thing. And but I didn't really have any concrete experience with that until I got to high school, especially my junior year. We started the New Berlin Blitz Robotics Club.
Career days are a great opportunity to begin thinking about how you'd like to plan for work and education after graduation.
Step two is career exploration. Understand the jobs available, the income ranges they pay, and evaluate the skills they require. Identifying an area that appeals to your interests, skills, and the labor market may be your first career.
I want to become a CNA, and then I'm hoping to go into the Air Force and then become a nurse there. I'm hoping to serve my country. I'm hoping to do what I love, which is being a nurse while I'm serving my country. And that's something I've always wanted to do.
Start by asking yourself a few questions. What do I want to learn about? How do I want to learn it? How do I want to be challenged academically? You might be thinking, I know what I want to do after high school, but how do I get there?
I want to go to a college, preferably a larger one, because then I have more options to look at different fields of engineering, because there are just so many different fields. Just a few of the ones I'm looking at are aerospace engineering, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, and there's so many. Once a year ago in an engineering class, we did an A to Z engineering activity where we found engineering occupations starting with each letter of the alphabet, and there were several options for some letters.
I never really considered arts as an option before. I had a little bit more feasible plans that I thought were a little bit more realistic. I wanted to be a lawyer for a long time, but I didn't really think that art could support me and my family until I learned that my cousin, who actually does computer design, he makes more money than my cousins who went to college did. And so I really started considering art as something I would like to do, something that I would see myself doing in the future.
I am kind of doing a whole year of college right now, as I'm still a senior at high school, and it's getting all paid for me. So it's a huge chance. I don't know who would pass this up. You get a free year of college, and I get all the credits towards the diploma that I'm going to be going for next year. So it's just awesome. I get a couple of certificates with this first year. One of them is a CNC setup technical diploma, and the other one I get is a level 1 machine tool operator certificate.
Again, there are many choices. A 2-year degree, 4-year degree, technical training or apprenticeship, or military service. The choice is yours.
So, how do you position yourself for high-wage, in-demand jobs? Let's say you were considering a career as either an electrician or a business manager. You would find that the average annual income for electricians is $51,000, only about half of the $105,000 average wage for management occupations. So at first glance, it looks as if getting a bachelor's degree in business is a no-brainer. But adding skills and ability into the picture adds a whole new dynamic. What if you have the potential to become an excellent electrician, but lack the skills and ability to be an excellent manager? Then you should be looking at projected incomes towards the bottom of the pay scale for managers and towards the top for electricians. You would then discover that electricians near the top of the pay scale make around $86,000, far higher than the income of a manager near the bottom of the pay scale at $52,000. Now, this is just one example, but the concept is true throughout all industries. The claim that you will make more money with an increased amount of education is not necessarily inaccurate, it's just incomplete. That advice is based just on the averages, but no one is perfectly average.
Academic and career planning is designed to help you identify how your high school and post-high school education and training will support your personal, academic, social, and career goals.
What all this data shows is that success in the new economy is as much about acquiring the knowledge, skills, and abilities needed for in-demand occupations as it is to be well educated. Both paths may work for you, but education combined with technical training is how you ultimately secure a competitive advantage in the new economy.
The School District of New Berlin is preparing students to have the knowledge, skills, and dispositions to allow them to be successful in whatever path they choose.
I think the most important advice I have for incoming freshmen is to really understand and spend some time about thinking about why you want to do something. So I know we have these career fairs, and a lot of these experiences really help you define what it is that you will be doing. But I think students a lot of times get bogged down in the courses and the careers that they don't spend enough time understanding why they want to be doing something that potentially they may be doing for the rest of their lives. And that's a big time commitment. So I think the most important piece of advice I can give, not just to freshmen, but anybody who's going into high school, maybe even their sophomores, juniors, even senior years, is just think about why they're doing what they're doing and what they can see themselves doing 10, 15, 30, even 40 years in the future with their chosen career path.
Today is the day to learn more. Your parents, counselors, teachers, community partners, and all of us at New Berlin Schools are here to help you. We'll help you reach the goals you've set for yourself. It's your journey. Career Day is one of many opportunities designed to support your personal academic and career plan. Today we have nearly 70 presenters who are volunteering their time to help you. Here are just a few more tips to get the most out of Career Day. Remember to be responsible for making sure that your time is well spent. Be respectful of the presenters and be engaged in the discussion. Use the resources provided to you to ask meaningful questions for your plan. If the presenter doesn't have the answer, write down your question on the reflection sheet so we can get an answer after the event. You can tweet using the hashtag #IkeCareerDay or the hashtag #WestCareerDay. Tweet about something you learned or tweet about your impression from one of the career sessions you went to. We'll be following along because the top tweets have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Pretty cool. Have fun today and own your voyage.